It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And coming up next, it's the Jets' speedy running back. He was unstoppable a week ago, a mountain of yards and a pair of touchdowns. It's the Jets and the Steelers, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, it's Week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Jets and the Pittsburgh Steelers. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. Meanwhile, for the visiting Jets, they too were winners last time out. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Here come the Steelers for the first time in this game with their free agent signing at quarterback, the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
You enjoyed watching that game tape, didn't you?
Yeah,
last week's game.
Good. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick.
Now, you were a little upset about the pick. I didn't know if you would play him this week or not if you were the head coach.
Hey, they got the win.
You got the win, so you're going to give him another chance?
Give him another shot.
All right. I think the ratio is pretty good. He'll try to eliminate the interception, but he wants to keep that hot streak going, throwing touchdown passes.
And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Play action. Now Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's Harris. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. On third down, Trubisky. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 39, Trubisky into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession of the football. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that that carries over to this week as well.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. 3rd and 2, now Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Well, Charles, it's early, but that's a key third down conversion. Remember, they forced the turnover on the opening drive. Now they're in a position where they look like they'll at least get 3 out of this.
A great example of complementary football if they're able to cash this in, isn't it, partner? Because defense does this job, takes it away, turns over the offense. He'll pick up a nice first down there. Maybe it's time to think about taking a shot at the end zone because it looks like the field goal is almost assured.
Escaping the pressure, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack.
Well, the pass rush has been a real strength of late. They know how to get after the quarterback.
Absolutely. 4 sacks last week. That's their first one here. Anything in particular you've seen from them or on film?
I think that they're winning athletically up front, winning those one-on-one battles, but also when the offensive line wants to keep everyone in and mass protect, they know how to scheme their way back to the quarterback as well.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. Waiting on it will be Richie James. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And the Jets will take over. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
Brandon, after last week we went over 200 yards. Looks like the hot tub, cold tub, whatever he did, it worked pretty well.
Much chatter about that performance. Rightfully so. AFC Offensive Player of the Week. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 44, Wilson. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. That's probably bringing back nightmares of last week, isn't it?
No doubt about it. Right now I'm looking over at the coaching staff, and I'm seeing the wheels turning in their heads. And you know what is happening? They're remembering how they started the season in camp, even in the offseason where they emphasize ball security, and they're wondering why the message isn't sinking in.
Yeah, 5 turnovers last week, now 1 here in the opening quarter. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Ashton Davis. And the Jets are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
New York set to take the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. Good starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. From midfield now, here's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He's got the first down and more. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league. 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass. I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From the 6. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're probably lucky to only be down 7-0 as they come up 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week. We just saw their first one of this game. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 4th down. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion. With it is Jackson. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. There's Elijah Moore as he and the offense come out for another drive. There's a lot of talk in training camp about him getting off to a hot start this year, saying that they needed that. Well, he's done it through the first month. Kind of reminds me of one of those great musical groups where one person has their name out front, then they have the backups, right? He's the guy out front because the backups, they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, but we're going to the headliner each and every time. And that's not easily done because, you know, all the defenses are kicking towards him right now. That means he's fighting his way through traffic, finding ways to get open, even when he's not supposed to be. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed. And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up. Yeah, I don't need it as much. No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. From the gun, it's Wilson. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Jets at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year, because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. From the 17, Wilson. That pass complete to Moore. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Now Wilson. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. On 3rd down, Wilson. Flush to his right. That's complete right around the 8. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. So
a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On first down, Trubisky. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. Moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
Here's Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Wilson on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Davis. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Right back to Davis. It's complete. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now a handoff as they run left side. On the move past the 40. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And a long run there in the end to top it off. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. 2 fantastic games coming up to wrap up Week 4, the first weekend in October. Tonight, the Chiefs and Buccaneers from Tampa. That's a rematch of Super Bowl 55, of course. And then Monday night, rematch of last year's NFC Championship game, the Rams and Niners from Santa Clara. Coverage on that one, 8:15 Eastern. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Trubisky will throw. Finds Pickens out right. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Now Trubisky to throw. Now the ball comes loose, and it's scooped up by the Jets. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Harris running straight ahead. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. Boswell's kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back. And that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
On first down, Wilson. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Trubisky. Harris has it over the middle. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Jet sweep. Here's Pickens with it. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now Trubisky. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Now Wilson. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, he shifts past him. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Play action. Now Trubisky. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. They go play action with Trubisky. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's scooped up by the Jets. The 30. 10, 5, and he takes it to the house. It's a fumble recovery for a Jet touchdown.
Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the football because you're already playing against a good team. You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Najee Harris and the rest of this offense work their way back onto the field. First month of the season, those numbers pretty solid. Does he continue that?
I think so, because when you come out of the gate this strong, that means that you have planned for it and you like the results that you're getting. So I wouldn't have any doubt that the head coach, offensive coordinator, actually called him in and said, look, you're our guy, okay? We're going to continue to stick with this as long as we're winning games. You ready for the challenge? And then they presented it to the rest of the team. I think we'll see plenty of that as this season moves on.
And I'm sure he said challenge accepted. To throw again on second down. Trubisky finding Harris over the middle. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Now it's Trubisky. Fine. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Now Zuerlein on to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Trubisky.
Setting up the screen, Harris.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flushed out right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Here's Presley Harvin now.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Here's Jackson to return.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So here are the Jets now to take over.
They were winners last week against Cincinnati, and right now they are in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They'll try and run this one right up the gut. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, are going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. 123 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 44, Wilson to the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Here's Wilson. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Open man is Uzomah. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Throwing again here, Wilson. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. C.J. Uzomah. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets are able to widen their lead here in this first half. Zerline good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Trubisky's throw on target to James. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead them to 4th down. So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's the game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Jets on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, let's take a look around the...
And we'll jump right over halftime and keep the game going here in Week 4. Second half kickoff, ready to go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. Wilson leading the Jets up now for a 1st and 10 at their own 21. Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
1st down from C.J. Uzomah there in New York. They were quick to pounce on him when he hit the open market from Cincinnati. They saw him set career highs across the board in 2021, and they believe his ceiling is even higher. Plays like that reinforce that belief.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 140 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Jets have taken a 6-touchdown lead. What a great drive that was. A long drive, sustained, well executed.
I love what we're seeing out of him here in year 2, right? This young quarterback continues to evolve and grow. He's really the adage right now that John Wooden, the famous basketball coach, used to say.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. 1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at their own 25-yard line. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
It won't be easy here after that sack. Now you got Trubisky and the Steelers facing a 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Able to find his man. It's Pickens. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They hand this off to Harris. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. First down, and they go back to Harris. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll toss to Harris. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Steelers send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Wilson's throw going to be caught by Davis. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. From the 22, Wilson firing quickly, but it's incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now it's Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they will have the football deep in enemy territory all the way at the 10-yard line. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. On the give, this is Harris. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now Trubisky. Touchdown! George Pickens. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Steelers take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. Boswell good with the extra point. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably gotten some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson. There's a short one caught by Uzama. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Wilson. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick 6 on the other side, and now they get a pick 6 of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for 6. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick 6 from earlier in this game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the 1 touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the 3rd quarter. There's a short one caught by Uzama. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
Yes, sir.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. But the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Here's Harris. call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. Again, it's Harris on second down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. Now it's Trubisky. He gets it complete to Harris. And he will have a Steelers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. They run straight ahead with Snell. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone. Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
1st and 10 here for Trubisky and the Steelers at the 31-yard line. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. To throw on 2nd and 10. Trubisky setting up the screen. Harris. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Here's Freiermuth again. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Again, it's Trubisky. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Right side, Claypool's got it. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Binds, and he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. The defense rising to the challenge and setting them back on the sack.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front seven. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by DJ Reed. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, you know, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's the Jets punter now as he's on to kick it away. Ooh, with a juke. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. James has got it. Complete. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 41-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline, because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. From the 36, Trubisky. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trubisky to throw again. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Over the middle, complete. That's James. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. And this one is incomplete. Fourth down, here's Trubisky. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football back. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 167 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here 1st and 10. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. And now a 1st chance for the backup here to throw. To the right side, and he's got more, complete. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Jets, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills.